active, angry black man with a passion. Steady grip while I shoot to the stars with a full clip. Chatting nine with a loose leaf, then I proofread till I lose sleep. Couldn't handle the true me, you bed with the writing. Love at first sight shit, art over hype shit. Need a sound bite for the time capsule. Press play, they pause time for a bit. Smitten, I admit it, couldn't kick it. I'm in love with the fine print. Scribble type of shit they wouldn't find behind it. Why the suspicious behind the eyelid. Tell her reckless with the clauses. Careful with it cost me. Needed shit forever, but I never ever stop until they put me in the coffin or they off me. Fuck niggas quick to auction, they false print. Always treat the shit with a caution. Hold it 10 toes down for the dogs, you can see the paw print. Searching for the answers in the bottom of the last strip of the handle. The beginning of the candle. Doing shit to myself, give me fears when I'm looking in the mirror. I'm seeing somebody else, yeah. Mi corazón is on my sleeve shoulder. Everything in the rose gold and my glow from me. I couldn't pinpoint on the globe, that's why I wanted to go from it. Just know that I don't fit in, but I wanna feel everything, yeah, everything, yeah.
Shoulder day back again. Here we go. We're starting off with this plate-loaded machine. I like it way better than a regular machine. The plate-loaded joints move a little better to some retro fitness shit. Hammer strength is probably the best way to go. There's other plate-loaded machines. Use them like any other machine and act accordingly. How we're making this more fun and more challenging today is we're coming from a dead stop at the bottom. We're not letting out any tension in the hands, the arms, and the shoulders. But we are coming to a dead stop to not use any momentum and keep all the focus and all the load and all the tension on the shoulders. The working muscle always has to move first because whatever moves first is taking most of the load. We did a little pump action, a 15 or 20 rep warm up, and now we're going 3 sets of 8 heavy. I actually went so heavy that I went to failure on the last set and had to do a little droppity set. But as you can see, I got the butt scooted up a little bit forward in the chair so my back can be completely arched. My upper back and my chest are arched up completely. We're breathing in at the bottom. We're pushing the toes and the feet into the ground. And our brain is only on the shoulders. You can switch the brain to the triceps for the lockout if that helps you. If not, just keep all the concentration in your mind on the shoulders because it's your mind that's controlling your nervous system, that's controlling the muscles that are pulling the bones, that are moving you through time and space all day. So everything comes from your mind. I should have cropped this out for you, but as you can see, I couldn't do any more. I wanted the 8 reps. And I wanted to go as heavy as possible. So I got to 4 and I fucking died. So I'm taking this 15-second break to fucking dump some weight off, throwing the wrist wraps back on, and I'm gonna finish the next 4, which ain't so hard, but I didn't get a full rest, so it's a nice little drop set, and everybody wins. I like doing that sometimes. Sometimes you just go to failure and you know where you're at and you mark it and you try to do better next time and you don't increase the weight until you can get your reps. For some reason on this day I wanted my reps, so I dropped the weight to get the reps. Don't be married to any certain sets, reps, or weight. Always be married to good form and good intentions. This one I didn't write the sets and reps because I was like having problems with the fucking camera angle and shit, but basically I'm trying this lower weight, higher range of motion, kind of like a Lou raise, like a Lou Xiaojun fucking Olympic Chinese weightlifter, raising the plates over his head and shit, so a little bit higher range of motion than a typical lateral raise that a bodybuilder would do. And then I threw in some front raises, so there wasn't like a lot of rhyme or reason for this. This is just a shoulder pump. That's why I didn't write the sets and reps. Because like I said, the camera was fucking with me. I was trying to get this mirror fucking stupid angle here. Because the shoulders looking juicy as fuck, and the lighting was not very great here. But the shoulders are great. So throwing in some front raises. I rarely do front raises because I do so much pressing, and my rear delts are weaker in size and strength in comparison to my front delts, so I don't need to isolate them so much. But I was having fun today and getting a nice juicy pump, so fuck it. But as you can see, instead of just coming to the sides and tipping the pinky up and keeping it on the medial delts, I'm coming all the way almost overhead and flapping up kind of like a Y raise. So I'd call this a Lou raise, essentially, even though a traditional Lou raise is done with 10, 15, or 25 pound bumper plates, which we'll do in another video. But anyway, this is excessive range of motion, which is not the greatest idea because the traps take over at the top, but at least you can see from that rear camera angle that the shoulder blades were sliding properly. Here's a good form tip though for you. If you do these front raises, see how I'm going across and I'm turning, that's the way that the front delt muscle fibers go. So I'm coming up, and once again, turning the pinky up to go towards the front delt here. So, all right, last set, boom, coming up. As you can see, look, shoulder blades coming up. That's why posture is super important. Never worry about what you're fucking seeing in the mirror, especially if you're doing an upper body exercise. Everything has to do with the thoracic spine, so your upper back being extended and your shoulder blades sliding up and down. So as you can see, that's how you're gonna, if you have shoulder pain, look to your upper back first. And that, it's called scapular humeral rhythm. So basically your shoulder blade and your upper arm bone moving in synchronicity, okay, moving and working together. If the upper arm bone is doing a whole bunch of shit in front of your eyes and the shoulder blade isn't sliding with it, it's guaranteed shoulder pain. If the upper back is hunched and in flexion and not arched in extension or neutral, you're gonna have a bad time. So upper back is the first place to look for shoulder pain and good form in upper body exercises. So we're getting this nice pumpity pump. Once again, a set of like 15 or 20 with a cable upright row. Same rules apply as far as the posture. I'm digging my toes into the ground, I'm squeezing my butt, and I'm as tall as I possibly can, chest puffed up. And I'm not, once again, I'm not thinking up, I'm kind of thinking elbows out and letting the thing come up to keep the tension on the shoulder. So high rep, low weight for the first set. Then we ended up running through 3 sets of 8, pretty fucking heavy. So as you can see, the posture is so important because it's the shoulder blade sliding up and the elbows coming out that controls the shoulders taking all the action. And that's what you want. Whatever the working, we're not worried about moving shit from A to B. We're worried about keeping tension on the working muscle. Speaking about tension, this is a beautiful one. I got these wrist cuffs. Do you need them? No. But what it does is takes tension off the arms and keeps them on the shoulder. So I'm calling this a Y raise because I am coming up and out like a Y, not out to the sides only like a lateral raise. Big difference. So as you can see, the traps are pulling the shoulder blades down and they're rotating around as the arms are coming up and out. So as you can see, I'm not grabbing nothing. Those cuffs are attached to my wrist. So this is a fucking super pump exercise. You can use these wrist cuffs for anything, because keep in mind, when you are doing anything for back, anything for shoulders, your forearms and biceps do not need to be involved. I'm just fucking using my arms as hooks to move the working muscles. I love these. Do these fucking nice and light and come on up. I went to failure there. Nice little 3 sets of 12. Now here's our rear delts for the day. Seated on the low cable with the fucking tricep rope. And we're just coming elbows out and pulling to, it's going to be different for everybody, but I'm pulling to like the neck essentially. You do not want to shrug the traps and the shoulder blades up, but you do want elbows out completely, and I'm trying to pinch the shoulder blades together with my mental focus on the back of my shoulders. It's hard to get a mind-muscle connection and feel and think about your rear delts, but we got them a little pumped up with that Y raise already, so they're easier to feel. And the rope is awesome because it allows you to not just pull back like a row, but to spread everything, spread the rope, and get the elbows out, because that is the function of the delts. Okay, your rear delts, the back of your shoulder muscles. This is also nice because it's hitting all the posture muscles too. It's not that we're not hitting traps and rhomboids and everything in the upper back. We are, because we've done so much pressing. We got to do a whole shitload of pulling to undo all that nonsense and keep good posture and healthy, happy shoulders. All right, so fuck with this one for sure. I mean, you've seen it standing, you've seen it in a million different ways, but as you're, actually look, I'm using a little dual handle. I ain't even using the rope. That's nice too, huh? Because then I'm just pulling out like it is a rope. Do this one with the rope if you don't have dual handle like that. I just noticed that's what I'm using on this day. But I've done it with the rope a million times as well, and that's the way to go. So you're basically pulling to, I'm pulling a little too high here and shrugging up a little bit. You should basically be pulling towards like the collarbone, but the thing that matters most is feeling the back of your shoulders and the elbows coming out. Now we're moving on. We're using the Smith machine just as any other machine. You can do these free weight style, but you could do more weight on the machine because it takes some of the stability element out. We're going skull crushers is a nice superset. Skull crusher, so the bar is coming down. For me, it's to the chin. For some people, it could be overhead, could be the forehead, could be the bridge of the nose, could be the mustache, could be the chin, could be the collarbone, could be whatever. All depends on your arm length, torso length, bunch of things, mostly just arm length and shit. Then we're supersetting right into a close grip press. So the close grip bench press, you can do way more weight. So we do it second to make it harder when you're already fatigued. And it's kind of a nice little combo because you're getting the stretch when you're coming down here for the skull crusher action. And then you're getting more of a squeeze and press when you go to the close grip. So it's a great way to extend the set. Fuck with these for sure. Like I said, my elbows get torn up when I do them with free weights, dumbbells, barbell, whatever. But on the Smith machine, it guides you. Once you find a comfortable spot, you can load up the weight and go, go, go. So we're getting a nice pump. I could do a better job on the lockout here, but obviously I'm getting smoked and really feeling the fatigue. And that's what you want, because if you haven't gone too close to fatigue or failure on the last set, you ain't done shit. These I'm just throwing in to spice up the video because you know I love this fucking preacher curl machine. A regular preacher curl is with free weights, with a barbell or dumbbell, is very hard for a lot of people, once again, based upon arm length and your shoulder structure. As you can see, I'm doing one arm at a time, holding on. So I'm digging my toes into the ground and I'm pulling with the opposite arm, holding the pad. So my body's not moving at all. The only thing that's moving is the elbow. I have the tricep pressed against the pad and the armpit dug into the pad. Nothing moves except the elbow, so we're fully isolating the biceps. And this is a beautiful one because the tension stays pretty constant and I can get a nice squeeze at the top and a full stretch at the bottom. So you're really working the full bicep in isolation, in full range of motion. If you see this plate loaded preacher curl machine, fuck with this. There's different ways, like I said, to do barbell or dumbbell preacher curl with free weights. I don't love it for everybody. The best way to do it is single arm, so you can fucking turn a little sideways and get a straight on angle. But as you can see here, I'm holding on for good stability, getting a nice slow stretch. I'm coming up with as much force as I can, squeezing at the top and really controlling it on the way down and watching and feeling the stretch. So now you got tension on the stretch, tension in the mid-range, and tension on the squeeze. Oh, look at that. Almost going a nice failure there. Who even knows what the reps are? Target reps are 12, but we're just taking her to the house here. And that's the whole key. Not exactly explosive, but smooth and controlled on the way up, and excruciating and controlled on the way down for sure. Like my shit, share my shit. Questions in the comments, email me, follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube. I'm here to help, man. This is more just like bodybuilding splits that I was doing a couple months ago, but we'll post like some warm-up shit, some athletic training shit. I'm done with like super heavy powerlifting shit, but that being said, I'll post some coaching of all that because that's fun too, and it has its time and place. This is more like some aesthetic training, but basically this is how you get good form and a mind-muscle connection so you can do anything no matter what your goals are, whether it's aesthetics, health, performance, mental, physical, whatever. I got you covered, baby. So like I said, email me if you have any questions. Throw some fucking comments in the comment section. If you see this preacher curl machine, go for it. Right now I'm just doing, like I said, shoulders, throwing in some arms at the end of shoulder and chest day to make it an upper body day. Throw in some abs and some lower back on a leg day to keep it a lower body day. But there's a million different ways to fucking skin a cat, and we can do anything we want, all right? So like my shit. Holla at your boy, man. I'm going to see you in the next video. Enjoy this shit. We'll ride out to the sounds of silence while I fucking get my pump on here. Peace.